Hi friends, how are you? Fine. So now, when he got up, he regained his strength, he began to tell his story. What made him to take this attempt, make this attempt? What made him to make this attempt to commit suicide? This last step in his life, which is very bad one. So now you have got regain. Regain means to get back. So when I regained my health, I started playing football. I regained my health after illness. After my illness, then I started playing football. Utterly friendless completely, having no friends at all. Having no friends at all. When you got admission on the first day of your school, you were probably utterly friendless because all your classmates were strangers, not your friends, strangers. Fallen victim, become a slave of. And sometimes it happens that you fall victim to the ways of bad company. Sometimes it happens. If there is nobody to guide you, you will become a victim of bad company. They will misguide you. Loose society, bad companions, bad people. Bad people will misguide you. People of loose society, people who lead members of loose society, because they are not disciplined, they will misguide you. Far beyond his means, you get 8 annas and you spend. There is a famous saying in Hindi, Amdani Attani Karcha Rupaya. That means your earning is 50 paisa. You spend 1 rupee. Then what will happen? Beyond your means, beyond your income. More than your income, you spend. If you spend beyond your means, soon you will become a poor man. Isn't it? Yes. Bet on horses, betting and gambling. That means playing games of chance with money. You are playing games of chance, but that is for money. Like playing cards sometimes for money, betting. Or betting on horses, horse race. There will be, what you do is you bet on a horse means you say that this particular horse will win. In that case, I will get this much amount. And the person who takes this amount is called a bookmaker. You are betting on horses. You cannot give the money to the horse. What you have to do is that there will be somebody to collect this money. And that person is called bookmaker. So if you don't have money, then you will pledge things. Pledge means security. As a security, you go and give this. Your valuable things. Like you must have heard of pledging gold for money. You go to a person who is a bookmaker like this, or you can say a person who is giving loans to others on the basis of gold. That's called that's your security. Understand that? Like that. So here, for bet on horses means that. Like playing games of chance where money is needed. You put money on a horse. Suppose A, B, C, D, E. You have got 4 horses. And you say, the horse A, I am betting 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. And if it comes victorious, what will happen is you will get a huge amount of money. So people who want to make easy money, they bet on horses or they gamble. As I told you, the other type of gambling is playing cards. That's also gambling. These are games of chance. When you play games of chances, and that also with money, that is called gambling. Understand? So here, bet on horses. If you bet on horses, some days you will win, some days you will lose. That is fact. Pledge to give a security. You want to get some money, then you give a valuable things as a security, then that is called pledging. So I pledged my gold and borrowed money from the bank. Bank people also do the same thing, pledging. Bookmaker, I just now told you. The person who collects the money is called a bookmaker. Especially in horse and so on, there will be a finance manager, you can say. You can call him a person who deals with finance in the betting on horses. It's a bookmaker. If you don't have money, you can pledge valuable things. If you lose everything. Yes. So disastrous amount. It's a huge amount. A huge amount that might cause disaster. Disaster means, for example, you can say floods. That's a disaster. It creates problems. So you are pledging your securities, your gold, and say you will borrow a large amount of money. You fail to pay back, then that will be a disastrous amount. That will bring disaster upon you. That will bring danger. It is dangerous, so to say. It is risk and danger, risky and dangerous, disastrous amount. You will have to suffer for it. Understand? So what happened to this man? Same thing. He pledged his securities to a bookmaker, and then he played games of chance, that is gambling. And he lost, so he could not pay back the money. Then it becomes a disastrous amount, a huge amount which can cause harm to you. The amount can cause harm to you because they will go and file cases against you. Understand? And then you have got recoup, means to regain. He was recouping after COVID-19. He was regaining. Gamble, just now I told you, play games of chances with money. Don't gamble. Gambling is not at all good for any. Nobody should go in for gambling because that. But if you have plenty, even then it's not a good habit. That's not a good thing to gamble. Especially young people should never do it. Elderly people also not, but people are doing it. Last resort, the last help. His last chance he was taking. This boy here, he was taking his last chance. What was his last chance? He stole money from his office. But this is last resort. Then terrified means he was terribly afraid. Frightened, terrified. I was terrified when I saw a giant. Prosecution, legal proceedings. You borrow money, you don't give back, then it will be followed by prosecution. Legal action. Sick at heart means tired. Sick at heart. And he's tired and weak. When you are sick, you become tired and weak. At heart, sick and that means disappointed. Terribly disappointed. I was sick at heart when I heard of the sad death of my friend. Then sunk in despair means disappointment. Sinking means going down. Drowning in water is sinking. So if somebody is sinking in despair means he is totally disappointed. See, you remember the prodigal son story, you remember. So he was actually sick at heart and he sank in despair towards the end of his life. The prodigal son was sick at heart, he sank in despair, so he said, oh my God, if I go back to my father's house, what a wonderful life I will have. So I will repent and I will ask pardon and he will forgive me. So, at this particular stage, sick at heart and sank in despair. Turned on my switch on. I turned on the TV. That means I switched on the TV. Understand? I think that the words are, I have explained the words. Now, let's see the simplified version of this. In this section, what you find is that he is narrating the way or how he reached this particular position. What is the position? An attempted suicide. Okay, let's see. He got back his strength, then he told them his story. His parents were dead. His uncle helped him to get a job in a lawyer's office. In the city, he was all alone. He had no friends. Bad people in the city became his friends. He wanted to lead a life of pleasure, and that is the problem. No income, but he wanted to lead a life of pleasure. But his income was very small. So he pledged his belongings to a bookmaker and played games. To make easy money, he started to bet on horses and other types of gambling. He lost all. His bad companions advised him to bet again. They assured him that he would win. So he stole money from his office. He lost his last bet also. He had no money to pay back to the bookmaker, and also replaced the money he stole from the office. He was sure that legal action would be taken against him. He was terrified, so he attempted to commit suicide by turning on the gas. So that is the situation. So he was all alone. No, he had both parents dead. He had an uncle managed to get a job for him in a lawyer's office. He had no friends in the city. He became a victim of bad companions, bad company in the loose society, and they taught him all kinds of making easy money, betting and gambling and so on. He fell into their trap. He lost everything. Then his bad friends advised him, the very last chance for you, come on, once again. And he had no money, so he stole money from the office. He again gambled with that money, he lost it. Then he thought, oh, what will happen to me? I will be taken to the court, I will be punished and taken to the prison, sent to the prison. I will be sent to prison, he said. And so he was terribly afraid. He saw nightmares, bad dreams, and then he thought that I will end my life. He entered the attic, switched on the gas, and thought of committing suicide. So what is the basic problem? The basic problem is life of pleasure without work. Without hard work, if you are planning to lead a life of pleasure, then you are lost. If your income is 50 paisa, spend 25 paisa, and 25 paisa you save. Then after some time, what will happen? You can lead a life of pleasure. Understand? That's what you are doing. Yes. As he regained his strength, he told us his story. This young man, he got back his health and strength. His parents were dead, he said. An uncle had found him a position as a clerk in a London solicitor's office. So both parents dead, so he had an uncle. He was a nice person. He said, come, I will, with my influence, I will get you a job. I know if I have a friend of mine, he is a lawyer. He wants a clerk there. He had been in the city only 6 months. Utterly friendless. First time in London. Utterly friendless, having no friends. He had fallen victim to the loose society of the streets. So street men have no job, no work to do. They just go around cheating people, gambling, betting, and such people. Such people became his companions. And he wanted also, he made bad companions. Like a young fool, now he says he was a fool, eager, anxious, for having great desire to taste pleasure far beyond his means, and began to bet on horses. So that is the problem. He wanted to lead a life of pleasure beyond his means. Means as a clerk he would get say 100 pounds. He would be spending 200, 300 pounds. What will be the situation? Soon he had lost all his small savings, had pledged his belongings, whatever he had, and owed the bookmaker a disastrous amount. A huge amount of money, if not paid back, would do harm to him. Disastrous. So that means borrowing one after another. Pledging one after another of his belongings and then borrowing. In an effort to recoup, means to regain, He had taken a sum of money from the office safe for a final gamble that he was assured. His companions assured him. His companions said, sure, this time you will win. Was certain to win. So last chance. His companions said, you have no money. Steal. There will be money in your office. So you can, that will be the last time you get back everything and then you can pay back. As terrified of the prosecution, legal proceeding that must follow, that must come after this, sick at heart, sunk in despair, he had shut himself in this room and turned on the gas. So that's what he said. This is my story, a sad story. So what do you find in this section of the text? In this section of the text you find the story narrated by the young man, which I have already told you. I think that things are very clear and simple. So we'll continue this till then. Bye. Have a nice day.